If you're a B2B company, agency owner, coach, or consultant, and you want to start posting on YouTube because you see everyone else is doing it and they preach how they make a lot of money from it, but you don't know how to do it, or you're posting but you aren't getting good results, in today's video, I'm going to explain you mental models and key understandings behind each video and behind the overall strategy that you need in order to just make money. So we are going to talk about YouTube but sales process. So if you want to build big brand or just go viral or get views, get loads of subscribers, please, I'm telling you, please leave this video, click off please, because this is not the right video for you. However, if you're B2B or B2C, if you're running some, let's say, coaching program, you want to just make money, this is for you. And in addition, because we're posting to YouTube, it's content, it's organic, you will also build a brand of your name or company, and you know the benefits in business of having a good brand. You will position yourself as an authority in your niche and obvious choice when people want to work. For example, let's say you're a cold email agency and you will be the obvious choice amongst your other competitors because you have more audience, more respect, you're stronger. It's easier to hire when you have a good YouTube channel, when you have good content. It's much easier to hire because people want to work for you. Sometimes they would like to even work for free, and this happened to me. And you don't need to sell then on a sales call, and calls are 50% easier because people already know you and they already trust you. So you don't need to sell on your sales call because people will be sold on your YouTube. This is the main power. And I don't want to talk about, let's say, funnels, because I most talk about that, like funnels or like video types. No, I want to show you and to somehow explain you this sales psychology and these understandings behind the videos and behind what type of videos you need, because most of you fail and you are failing without even noticing it. Now the problem where most of you fail and the reason why you can't make money, even though you're sometimes getting views and making some videos, let's say, perform better, some outliers, is because you just post randomly without even asking yourself, if I were my ICP, so I don't know what are you selling, but I told you that if you're agency, so you're probably running some B2B service or some coaching program, or your B2B company, you have to ask yourself, if I were my ICP, my ideal client, whom I'm trying to sell my offer, would this help me make a decision to work with this guy? It's you are that guy, and buy his offer. The key thing is with each video is to move your prospects closer to buying, obviously. So when they come to your channel or when they discover you, they're pretty cold. So cold. So the goal is to move them from cold state to hotter state, so they become hotter, and they eventually end up buying and paying with their own money. This is the goal. Now, the problem with most of you is that you create content, but this don't happen because your content isn't good enough from psychological perspective. And I'll show you the example of my own client. His name is Andrew Garner. We started recently working together like a month ago. He's running a Done For You cold email agency. So this is really important. He's running a Done For You cold email agency. This is his offer. We'll put your offer in front of every decision maker, fill your pipeline in 90 days with complete Done For You. And this is now the key thing. He's selling to B2B services. So B2B, more serious individuals. They have less time. They're not just customers. No, they're serious individuals. They have cash flow to invest in a guy like Andrew to maximize their lead flow. So B2B services, SaaS and product companies with large market, with proven sales process, businesses with high lifetime value. So this is important to understand because videos that I produce for Andrew has to be directed to them in order to help Andrew make money from those videos. So first thing I did when I onboarded Andrew and when we started working on this first video is I truly went in depth about his ICP. I understood, and this is how you can understand your ICP as well. Research their desires, pains, and struggles. Pains and struggles. So this is kind of like a desire state where they want to be, and this is their current state, pain and struggles. Then you can also add fears, then motivators, what motivates them. And these are some key things because you will mention them throughout your video. And as you can see, I didn't talk about, let's say, their age, where they live. I mean, you can also do that, but these are most important things for YouTube. So motivators, fears, pains, and desires, and overall get a picture of the ICP, of the person who should buy your offer after watching your video. So once I did that, this is the first thing I did. Then I have my proven video ideas, and then I took a look at some of Andrew competitors of people who are doing also cold email, and I want to ask you something because you're here to learn, And I found these two guys. So cold email Matt, I think this is his name. I'm just using as an example to help you out understand better this psychology. Also, I found this guy right there, Lee Jen, cold email, yes. So let me ask you something. Would you click on this video if you were Andrew's ICP? And we mentioned who is his ICP. So B2B services, SaaS, product companies, Would you click on this? You're probably now thinking yes, because this video is an outlier, 62k views. This video as well, like full course video, and Jovan, you're talking about, full course videos. And you mentioned these, how-to videos and full course videos bunch of times on your YouTube channel. A real answer is no, you wouldn't click, because if you were a B2B company, you don't really care about how to solve something. Because if I were a business owner, my time is valuable, and I wouldn't spend it on building an email list, building all infrastructures, running email lists by myself. Instead, I would hire Andrew to do that. Also this, if I were a B2B business owner, I don't care about free cold email marketing course, even though this is a full course video, and I was mentioning a bunch of times, full course videos, like longer videos. This isn't something that Andrew would benefit from, because his ICP, he won't firstly watch 7 hours video because his time is valuable. He can't watch 7 hours video and then do all this by himself, because here they're presenting like step by step how to either solve some problem without any spam, how to send 1k cold emails per day, or there he's presenting the whole mechanism, like how to build literally everything with cold email. But the point I'm trying to make, he doesn't care about that. And now you're probably asking yourself, okay, but what works then, and what type of videos Andrew should make in order to move his ICP, move his prospect from cold to hot? Because this is always the goal, and you always ask yourself, would this video help me move my ICP from cold state to hot state? So this is always the goal, moving him on the right side from cold to hot after watching every single video of yours. So now you're probably wondering, okay, but what works for Andrew and what he should make? And yes, we will make a full course video, but we will position it completely differently. Remember, Andrew doesn't need to talk how to do something. He just needs to show to business owners what worked for his other clients and present his proven mechanism, 90-day sprint. If we go to Andrew's website, we can see there our 90-day cold email sprint. So this is Andrew's mechanism. This is kind of the thing that will help his clients achieve their desired state. So 90-day cold email sprint. So instead of making a video free email marketing course, we will make something more indirectly talking about the mechanism, indirect VSL. This is type of video, it's called indirect VSL. So I came up with this full course video. This cold email campaign, or this cold email system, generated 15.4 million in pipeline for B2B companies, and I calculated all of his results. These are Andrew's results. You can see and it was 15 million, so I put 50 million in pipeline. So for example, this video, this cold email campaign generated 50.4 million in pipeline for B2B companies. Let's say if I were a B2B company, so me, I'm now B2B, I'm running my B2B company, I'm running a cold email, but I'm not getting results with it. So I'm running it, but I'm not getting results. And this video pops to my YouTube feed where Andrew presents, his cold email campaign that generated, so this is proof, it generated 50.4 million for other B2B companies, and my own method generated me nothing. I would click because I'm curious which method, which campaign. So please, Andrew, show me, right? And this is the process. This is the Miro that Andrew will talk about in this video. So as you can see, day 1, 5 to 7, 740, 50, 90, 70, 90. So Andrew will present this mechanism, 90-day sprint. And if I were his ICP and later he present me some of these results, he just put in the video these results, I would honestly be interested to work with him. So instead of making in-depth, cold email course showing the entire process, we will just talk about his 90-day sprint, his mechanism. We will also tell who's suitable for this strategy, and we will disqualify the ones who are not, because Andrew has there, as you can see, this is not for in the beginning of the video, so only the right audience are watching till the end. We will later show the results, so I will just put in the video, or my editor will just put these, all results, so we can even build more trust. And this is how we'll end up with more money in Andrew's pocket, and this is how we can make money really with these videos. The overall point is to really position these videos, so position them to your ICP, this like your ICP, so he can watch, so he can watch and he can become hotter, so he can trust you, resonate with some of Andrew's clients, believe in this process, so he can end up paying Andrew. Now for you who are watching this video, here are some actionable steps so you can implement the same thing and get the same results for your offer. First thing, obviously, and most important thing, the key thing, is understanding your audience. You need to understand their desires, you need to understand their fears, motivators, and pains and struggles, so you can really create YouTube videos that are perfectly suitable for them, because otherwise there is no point of making videos at all, because you will never ever make money if you literally fail at this first thing. And this is why today's video is really important. Literally, I explain you the whole psychology and mental models that are standing behind each video and that are necessary to move your prospects from cold state to hot state so they can pay you money. So you always ask yourself what your ICP would like to watch in order to buy my offer, to buy what I sell, right? So this literally goes before editing, before thumbnails, video ideas. If you fail at that, and most of you fail there, you will never ever make money. To really understand what type of videos you need to make, you need to follow proven video structures. So you need videos that build trust. So these can be some case study breakdowns or some interviews with your clients. And we literally did that for Andrew because this is something we need, and I'm literally doing what I preach. Case study breakdown, as you can see, I booked 332 meetings for a 10 million company with cold email. Case study, so this is case study breakdown where Andrew literally explained the whole strategy that they used. So this is good because we have social proof, 332 meetings, and we also have 10 million company. We also have qualifications. So if I were Andrew's ICP and this video pops and I'm running a 10 million company and I'm, for example, doing cold email, I would honestly be interested in this video. Then we also made a client interview and I put it there on home tab. As you can see, I made a playlist client interviews. You can see how I generated 152 qualified leads for this B2B company, Andrew and this guy on the call, on testimonial call. Besides that, you need a longer video talking about your proven mechanism, or like a full course if you're selling B2C. If you're selling B2C, you also need a my story video, and I talk about that in previous YouTube video. But for B2B, you don't need it. But if you're selling B2C, some type of coaching program or course, my story video, you're talking about your own story will work perfectly. And plus you make normal videos 10 to 15 minutes on a specific topics about your offer. Now, last and third thing is you can go through this list of proven video formats and you can make yourself your own videos. Now, the key thing and the trick there is that not all of these work for you. And I'm watching every single day other YouTube experts and other content agencies. What they do is they just get these proven video ideas, and because they can find them on on Google and they pretty much use all of them for every single niche, and this is why they never make money for their own clients. But with me and with what we do, it's completely different, because I firstly make sure to really understand who you are trying to sell, to understand your offer, to understand your audience, so we can perfectly suit the videos to move them from cold to hot state, so they can pay you money, so I can make you money through these videos. So overall, this is it. Now, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one on this YouTube sales process, you can just go to first link in description below and you can book a strategy call with me. On that call, I will just see whether you're qualified and whether it makes sense to build this sales process. Now, I genuinely don't care whether you book that call or not. I mostly care whether you found today's video valuable, but this is for those ones who want to take a step further and who want me to handle their YouTube. See you in the next video really soon. Bye bye.